Good evening. Hope all is good. Welcome to tonight's session. My name is Mr. Presidentwonga. Tonight's session is mainly about being able to find a base. Good evening, Sembiso. It's the 4th of March. Welcome to the session. How you doing? Are you good, my brother?
I'm good, King. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right. I see you posted some analysis. I can see you back active.
Yes, King. Ish, I was trying to do something.
All right.
Yeah, so I was just trying to check some setup if maybe azoya kuma favors wam.
Okay.
But since last year, I've decided to just go and learn and stop live. Then I learn a lot of things, and then I go through books and videos and stuff. So this year, I've decided to come back, and then I see the progress because I was trading demo.
Okay.
So after that, I just deleted it, and then I go straight to live. So after this, I think after this the $20, yeah. But I haven't taken trade yet because of I was watching the price action. But I can see uh Euro USD is
Hmm.
just rejected before my zone.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what is going to happen after all, but I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting.
We are still
And GBP
waiting.
also, yes. GBP also, and then he haven't reached my target yet. So I'm waiting for that base on GBP USD. But I
Okay.
was comparing my charts with yours.
Yes.
Then yeah, I see some changes. And there's a QML they on yeah, and daily, I think in daily we GBP USD, and then also we were USD. So my mistake is where I highlighted the base where there's a break of structure
Okay. You
with
say
GBP.
on GDP USD. Let's see. So which time frame are you looking at?
Now, yeah,
4 hours.
yeah, yeah, in 4 hours, ivela kahle, yeah, ivela kahle in 4 hours.
Okay.
Then
Okay, let's just
you see
first
on
okay, let's first start on the daily, né?
yeah, can you go to the daily?
Okay.
Yeah,
So the way I
I
analyze, so I like first changing the charts from the candlesticks to the line charts. Okay.
yeah,
So then I mark these highs and these lows. Okay. So I'll mark those levels.
exactly.
Okay. Okay. Then I'll switch to candlesticks.
Candlesticks.
Yes. All right. You can see now.
Yes, I can see. I can see.
Okay. If you can see, look at this structure. Look at this structure. The market
Yes,
broke
yes.
above, came back,
And
and then
retest
retest, and then move above.
move
Okay.
for yeah. So me, I was
And
expecting uh,
so this was a level you mark on your charts, né? This was a level. Like expecting GDP
on
USD
Euro.
to
Yes, no, it's there. My level on GPUSD is there by the base where on top the where there was broken structure there to that base.
oh, but
So it's a
Euro
first time
USD.
retest. Yeah,
Oh,
that was yeah, I saw the QML. Well,
okay. Okay. No, no problem.
you see?
You know what we're gonna do? Let's just talk
Ye-
about the base, okay?
Yes.
Yeah, tonight we're gonna be focusing on understanding the base. So I think I have the notes, and then we'll do some charts analysis. Because about tonight, about this year, Trump is back. Let me just show you something. So Trump is gonna be speaking
Yeah.
also. So since Trump is back, there's going to be a lot of changes. I think earlier today, there was an announcement, that there's a big investment, from Taiwan, over $100 billion worth of investment. And that is going to be building up factories. So basically, they're going to be building up factories in America. So more jobs are going to be created. And remember, when we talk about Taiwan, it's a country that is focusing on semiconductors and chips. So these are things that are used to manufacture cell phones, even helps out in terms of the AI technology. So the manufacture, those chips that you put them on your cell phone and small devices. So that is the type of
Yeah,
investment that is being made. So it's a huge, huge investment. Another thing that is happening, obviously, I think on the 7th of March, I think that is Friday. Okay, I think 7th of March is Friday. So Trump is gonna be having a White House crypto summit. Can you imagine? It's gonna be it's gonna be it's gonna be great for people that are into crypto. That's why you saw a huge, a rally in terms of the Bitcoin and Ethereum, because you mentioned something, having reserves. When you talk about reserves, you are talking about savings or money being saved in the form of a cryptocurrency. So that is something that President
okay.
Trump is looking into. And tonight he's going to be having another speech. Remember, he's going to be having his own speech. It's like almost our own very own national presidential address. It's going to be having that, and it's going to be I think it's going to be 4 a.m. in South African time. So that's going to be early hours. Okay, but there is some talks in terms of
Yeah,
regarding the tariff war and many other things. But that's going to be at 4 a.m. Trump is going to be speaking. And this week is also a week of NFPs. So there's a lot going on. And I keep saying that when Trump is president, there's an opportunity for a lot of traders to make a lot of money. And if you understand what you're doing as a trader, you are in it to make good money. All right. Okay. This was today. I think today we had some reports. All right, let's see. All right. Okay, it's gonna be tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow we're getting job claims and also getting the manufacturing numbers and crude oil. But I think let me just go through the notes about the base, because that is one key element of understanding
yeah,
supply and demand. A lot of traders, I always say this, they try to make strategies. They try and make strategies, and also they try to do a lot of things, but we need to keep it simple. If you're gonna be analyzing and using the supply and demand,
simple.
just keep it simple. Don't try do too much. Don't try and do too much, because that's gonna kill your trading plan. Okay. Okay, let's just go through some.
Yes, sir.
All right. Mhm. Okay, okay, this is one of the ebooks. I think I did share this ebook on Telegram. So make sure if you're on this Zoom session, you're also part of the Telegram channel, because that is basically where I give out, some knowledge, all right, and some analysis also. Okay. These are some previous analysis. I just wanna go through some few notes before we go through, because you know what I love to do. I love to do lessons, and at the same time finish off with some analysis. Okay, let me just see, where is this. Remember, trading is very risky. Okay, so you must make sure when you trade you understand the risks that are involved, and understand that what we talk about here, it's mainly for educational purposes, and it cannot be taken as a financial advice. Okay, that is very important for me to share that disclaimer. Okay, because a lot of people They'll be like, no, our president said I must do this, and then this happened. You must
Mm.
just understand that I'm looking for those notes. I'm trying to see what happened here. Okay, I'm just looking for those notes. Let me just do this. All right, if you just join us, welcome to the session. Tonight, we're just going to be focusing on more understanding of a base. What is a base in supply and demand? Basically, in supply and demand, there are four type of bases. Okay, remember, if you are, for example, if you've watched movies, the movies where you've got soldiers going to a war, there's something called a base. So in the base is where they meet. You know, is that okay? Let me just see. All right, okay, perfect. So if you've watched some movies about soldiers, a base is where they meet. It's where all the soldiers they camp, they put up their tent, they plan, they strategize. So a base is a place where you're more likely to find, a lot of orders in that place, a lot of U-turn, a lot of breakouts from that base, you know. So basically a base is very important for you to understand. So sometimes soldiers will go and fight a territory, and they maybe even conquer that territory, and then come back towards the base. Once you've done, if they've won that territory, and also if they've lost, they need to come back to the territory. Okay, so it's the same story with the price. So we use the same analogy with the price. For example, meaning the price will go to the base, retest, even break outside the base. I'm trying to see, which page. I think I don't know why I'm not finding this. Okay, I'm trying to see. Mm, 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 mm. I should have it somewhere. Okay. Well, if it's not here, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna show you in terms of the chart analysis, because I wanted to show you the base, not in terms of the charts, but first with the nodes and then a base. Okay, what I normally do is I mark the base using the yellow line. I use the yellow line to mark the base. Okay. All right. So this is not doing it. This is not doing justice. Okay, let me just do this. Let's just go share. Whoa, what happened? Okay, I'm having a bit of a challenge with network, but I want to see something. Where is the whiteboard? Okay, let's just go through the charts. Explain this using the charts. Okay. Okay. So when we are talking about the base, okay, so a base, more likely you will find you will find that the market is moving like this. Let me just change this to another this color. So the market will drop, right? And it will form a base like this one here, and then it make another drop, okay? So what happens is the market will move, whether it's moving sideways, and then in between come back to that base, that level, and then make another drop, okay? So this is what we call a drop, and then a base, and then a drop, okay? Uh, okay, it's fine. All right, yeah, network, base network. Okay, let me just close this. Okay. So, and if you are basically trading, please just share on the chat box which pair you are trading. Maybe we can use that pair in our example. Okay. Maybe we can use that pair in our example. Okay. Let me just erase this thing. Erase. All right, perfect. Okay. So if you've got a pair that you've been trading, please do share in the chat box so we can just analyze that pair. Okay. So now, this is, let's check any pair. We just remove this. Provide separators. Okay. Okay. I think we can all see this is, okay, this is Euro USD. Okay. So Euro USD, what do we have? When I do my analysis, I like to change the chart into a line chart. So then I mark these zones, okay? I mark these lows, these levels, the lows and high. Delete that. Okay, this is, all right. Okay, let's change it. So when the market moved up, it moved up. So this was, so this movement here is what let me just use this so that I can explain it properly. Okay, so this is a rally, and then this is a base, and then this is another rally. Okay, so a rally, base, rally. So this is when the market is moving to the upside. Rally, base, you can see this market has been moving sideways, and this is now moving to the upside. So a base is almost like traders or whatever investors are having a meetings here, and then there's a break outside of this zone. It's almost like soldiers breaking outside of a camp. So rally, base, rally. Okay. And once again, you can see the market here at these levels. You can see this is not a strong, if you studied, maths, this is not a very strong momentum. Yes, it's moving to the downside, but it's not really a strong momentum. But here, there was a huge momentum dropping, okay? So we can call this level, we can mark this as our base. We can say this is another base. Here we mark that as our base, which is our supply zone because there was a huge drop, okay? So this is a drop, base, drop. So a drop, and then a base, and then a drop. This side, we say there was a rally, and then a base, and then a rally. Drop, base, and then drop, okay? And then if we look further towards the left, okay, just look for another pair. So again, you can see there was a bit of a cluster of movement of candlesticks. Once again, I just want to make you understand this. So here there was a drop, and then in between here there was a base, and then another drop. Okay, drop, base, drop. Okay, sometimes a base is a lot of candles. Sometimes a base is going to be one candle. Okay, so this depends on the structure. You can see this market is basically just went. Oh, okay. So I'm not the only one. So the market moved to the upside, and then here there was another base. So we can mark this whole level as a base. Okay. So this whole level, let me just mark it using a yellow rectangle now. So this is this whole thing here is a base. Okay. This whole thing here is a base. Okay. This whole thing is a base. So this is a rally. The market is moving up. You can see those white candles moving up, and then a base, and then a drop. A lot of times I like this one here, where the market is basically going opposite. What do I mean? I like when the market is going to be forming a rally, then a base, and then a drop. It's the same story if the market is forming a drop, and then it forms some sort of a rally here. No, a base, not a rally. And then another. So basically, this is when the market is forming a drop, base, rally. So I like those two. Okay. I like when it's saying drop, rally, base, drop, and when it says drop, base, rally. I like because this is now this is where the market is dropping, and on the other side of the base where the market is actually going up. These ones, I don't like them where the market is basically dropping, then forming a base and then a further drop, because in these ones, you find that there are orders in the opposite direction because the market was dropping, then it formed a base and then it started rallying. Here, same story, the market was rallying, it formed a base, and started dropping, okay? I don't like, these ones obviously are good, but I like these type of options, okay? Let me just take another pair. Okay, let's use this one. All right. So let's just use the space. Okay. So the first space we said is a drop, and then a base. Okay. And then a drop. Okay. So this is a drop, base, drop. Okay. And then you've got another base, which is where the market is basically another one of this type is when the market is moving up. It's moved up. So it's a rally. And then don't worry, we're going to do examples just now. Just want to make sure we understand the concepts. Okay, we are all in the same page. And then a base, and then the market move to the upside. Okay, so this one is called the rally, base rally. Okay, so where the market was moving up, then form a base here, right? And then a rally. Another one, so there are four types. There are four types. Okay, so another one is where the market, number one, it was moving to the upside, and then it formed a base here, somewhere here. And then after that base was formed, it just started dropping. Okay. The fourth type of the base is when the market, destroy base. So the market was, oh, so this time is dropping. The market was dropping and it formed a base here, at the bottom. And then after that base, what happens? There were a lot of orders to the upside, okay? So this year, this one, so because I want us to be all in the same page. So this, so this base, what is happening? So this base is supply, right? This is a rally base drop. So this is a supply base, okay? When it says drop base rally, so this is a demand base. So this is a rally base rally. So this is another demand base, and a demand base, supply base and another supply base. So a drop base drop, okay? I think we should all have a similar understanding now. So we're gonna look for these zones, okay? So a chart like this one is not really clear, but if you can zoom in, you can see now. So a market, this is a high and this is a low, okay? The break of structure, you're gonna change into the line chart. So you can see, so there was a break of structure here, right? When I say break of structure, the market broke to another level, okay? I'm just gonna show you what I mean by that because that can be confusing to other traders that are new. So just use this, okay? You can see this level here. This level, some people will call it a support level. It's almost similar to that level, okay? So the market broke above this level, touched this level, then went up. When it came back again, it formed a base here. This base, you can see it's almost in the same level as that, okay? But now when the market came back to the same level, it broke below. So this is a drop, base, drop, okay? A drop base drop, is it a supply or a demand type of a base? Please write on the chat box. A drop base drop, is it a supply type of a base or is it a demand type of a base? Please write your answer on the chat box. Okay, you can see this was a drop, first drop, second drop, third drop, and then right at this level, okay, then there was another drop. Okay, write your answer in the chat box. Whether are you saying supply or demand? I just want to see your answer before I proceed with further explanation of this. Is it a supply or is it a demand? Okay, perfect. Somebody says supply. Okay, so a supply level is where there is a huge supply of an instrument. So at that zone, you're expecting to continue selling it. Okay, so this was right. So let's just see another answer. Supply, supply. Okay, perfect. So you expecting to sell the USD JPY when the market reaches that level. So a base, that is a drop, base drop is a supply. So expecting to sell when the market comes back to this level. And if you go on the daily, even on the 4 hour, you can see, I think I did share this analysis here. You can see here, right? So there was a drop and then there was a base here, right? A base here. And the market, what it does, it came back to the similar level and made further drop, okay? And if you clean this up, you'll definitely see that even before this base was formed, there was another base, okay? So we have more understanding about this thing, okay? So the market dropped, somewhere here it formed a base and then it formed another. So this was a drop. And then if you zoom out, you want to see? So there was a reaction of candlesticks on this side, okay? Remember, this here was, let me show you what I mean. So this was a drop, and then a base here, and then a rally, okay? A rally this side. And the market also came back to the same level, it formed another base this side. Once after forming that base, dropping to that similar level, and then it rallied towards the side, and then there was a drop. Okay, I think we have understanding. So this is a drop base rally. So a drop base rally, what type of a base? Is it a demand or is it a supply? Just write your answer in the chat box so we can see if we have a similar understanding. Okay, write your answer in the chat box before we move on. So this is a drop base rally. Is it a demand type of a base or is it a supply type of a base? Okay, so the market was dropping at this type of a zone, this side. If you look left, direction was here, then there was a base, then the market broke above towards that level, towards the side. Okay, then it dropped, came back to the similar level and retested that level, then made it drop. So a drop base rally, is it a demand or is it a supply type of a base? Okay, let's get some answers. It's a demand. Okay, somebody's for saying a demand. More answers. Let's get more answers. Is it a demand or is it a supply? Okay, how do you know whether it's a demand or a supply? After that base was formed, if the market moved up, it was a demand base. After that base was formed, if the market made a drop, that means that base was a supply type of a base. Okay, so you're more likely expecting the market to drop when it reaches that base. Okay, demand. Okay, perfect. All right, we are all on the same page. All right, let's just do more analysis now. Okay, so I'm gonna analyze and then you name the type of a base. Okay, whether it's a drop, base drop, or it's a rally base drop. Okay, this is not clear right now, but if we zoom in the daily, it's clear what we are looking at. Okay, what we're looking at is that the market, perhaps, let's just zoom out one more. Okay, there is a base here. Okay, so there is a bigger base, which is this one here, and that one over there. Okay, so now we need to mark the last candle that was bullish. Okay, so the last candle, that was bearish. Okay, if we go on the 4-hour, is it giving us a clear picture? No. So daily is good for us. All right. So this one here. So what type of a base are we looking at now? Okay, we're looking at this one. Remember, I said drop, base drop, rally. So the market touched this level. Now it's coming back here. Okay. So this is a demand type of a base. Is it a drop, base drop? Is it a rally base rally or is it a drop? Oh, Sunny is only joining us now. Okay, so you can see the market has been dropping from there. So this is a drop. Okay, now the last candle that was bullish is this one, but we're gonna use this side here as our base or as our supply zone. Okay, so we expect the market from this zone to move above. Okay, so hence that is why I mark this as my demand zone. So this was a number one, this was a drop and it formed a base here. Okay, this is a base. So this is our base. And then after that base, we got a rally. We've got a rally. Okay. So what are we expecting? You expect when the market comes back to that zone to rally up. Okay. But we know tonight obviously there's some tariffs that have been talked about China and the USA retaliation. There've been a lot of trade wars that are happening, okay, with China and USA. And you can see that it's evident in terms of what has been happening in terms of the US 30, even indices across the board, okay? You might expect it, even the further drop. Why? Because you can see there, I'm going to show you something. So there might be a reaction on this. So remember, if you look closely, because we need to look closely, okay? So number one, this is a drop, first drop, and then a second drop. You can see there was a huge drop, okay? Huge drop, and then this was some sort of a base here, okay? And then again, another drop, okay? Am I expecting another drop here, you know, because of these levels? You can see the market uh, touch these levels, and these levels can be like some sort of, support, levels that are almost in a similar, let me just mark using this. You can see this level here and 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 this level here. Okay, so perhaps a pushback and then a further drop towards, and then perhaps a big push could be on this hammer. A big push can be on this hammer here. Okay, so the market can drop below this zone here because it's almost like a straight line from 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it can drop even below these levels, then push up. Okay. Yeah, I think we're getting a bit of understanding what is a base. We're gonna have another session on Thursday where we do more analysis. I'll share my analysis on Telegram. And if you've got any question, please feel free to ask. And then on Thursday, we're gonna be continue on the base part 2. Okay, have a good night. Thank you for attending tonight's session. Okay. Thank you, colleagues. So here, an opposing candle. All the candles are white, and then suddenly you get a black candle. So we mark that as our base. Okay.